Hello and welcome to episode 2 of our Manor Lords Let's Play series. Brand new series in a brand new patch. So we have things like fishing, we've got a whole new upgraded engine, we've got salt, which we're going to have to steal from the Baron at some point, and we're going to have to start building an army soon as well. So we might get to use some crossbows, which have also been added. So first of all, let's address what's happening here. We've got a massive tree just fallen on this house overnight. I didn't notice this in the last playthrough. I'm not sure how we can resolve that. Maybe we can get these guys. Let's see if they can pick this up. Here's your work area. There you go. Go clean that up first, please. Let's hope they can fix that. Let's have an ox in there in case they need some help. So where do we leave off from the last episode? Well, we expanded all of this living space, which was really nice. We've just had a new family move in, which is excellent. And we're slowly building out. We've got 2 food sources at the moment. So we've got this forager hut down here for our berries. And we have this wild animals deposit here, which we're making use of as well. And our first development point went into doubling the wild berries deposit. I think we're going to move slowly down towards the armor making, especially now that we're going to... Well, firstly, we want to get rid of this stone deposit to clear all of that out, gather that up, and get ready to build a church and a manor. But then after that, I think we want to go towards this iron deposit over here. And it's 2.7k iron, which is so much. So I think this is going to be a really good territory to start our war machine. And firstly, we need to clear out this group of outlaws down there. And I think then we're probably in good stead. So let's kick this off. And we probably want to start with some planks. So let's build this near our woodcutting lodge over here. And it's opposite the woodcutters lodge and near the logging camp. So let's get that built. I think we've got a pretty good spread of people here. So we've got the granary, we've got someone in the granary, someone in the storehouse moving everything. We've got 13 months worth of food. We could use a bit more on the woodcutters lodge, but I think once this saw pit and the... where is it? We probably want a stonecutters camp, don't we, over here? We can just do that as low prio, and we'll build a little road over there. Just connect these 2 roads there. And at some point we're going to want to upgrade the storehouse as well, which is also a plank requirement. So that's fully built. And see, we're still having things stolen by bandits. So I think raising an army here is going to be a good option. Right now we only have some not polearms, what are they? Some spears and large shields. So not really. We probably could go and take out that bandit camp if we wanted to. Where are these? Spear militia. So we don't have any helmets or gambesons or anything. So it might be a little bit risky. And we only have 14 people available. And we have more weapons. So I'm going to keep that there. So that will grow as our population grows. And let's get someone already on the stonecutter camp. How are we doing for planks? So yeah, so we're getting some timber in. I'll wait until we get someone on the saw pit. I think actually very temporarily. Oh, but then we lose the market stalls, which is probably quite useful. Let's just hope people keep moving in. I think let's speed this up a tiny bit. And we can get these guys on the woodcut, on the stone camp. God, these guys work very hard. At least it's not far for him to go to gather those resources. So it started at 140, I think it was. I'm going to get those up quite quickly, I think. But hopefully someone from the storehouse is going to be coming to pick all of this up. We haven't fixed this tree issue yet. Come on, guys. Let's make this work area small enough that you're only picking up that tree. Work area is empty, so it doesn't seem to like it. I wonder if we can get rid of it with the erase shrubbery brush. So it is actually a tree. We can't. Someone's going to have to work on that. Let's see if we can just change the work area to be larger. Maybe they'll work on it when there's other things as well as those two available. So let's see. I think that's why we haven't been having timber coming in. So we want to keep this approval rating high so people keep moving in. And at some point, we're going to want to build more houses and maybe upgrade these houses. So in terms of, so we've got 37 stone. I think for the time being, that's good. Let's work on some planks. And we could definitely use some more fuel as well. I think I'll take someone off the tannery temporarily. And this is... Okay, the tree... Oh, no, the tree hasn't gone. I got excited for a second there. I just zoomed out too far. It's good that they're taking all of these to the saw pit. And we can put someone on the Stonecutter's Lodge as well. So this is a good spread at the moment. We've kind of got almost someone everywhere apart from the tannery, which I think is fine. The berry deposit is almost depleted, so I have to keep that in mind. Probably take this person off there at some point. But once we have... Oh, we have 25 planks already? Wow, okay. That is significant. I think that's probably more than enough for the time being. So we'll take someone off that. And I think... Do we go mana first? I think it's probably good to have the retinue, isn't it? So we're going to need some more timber. So we'll let that go. If we can already... We need some timber for the church as well. So we'll let that... Maybe we'll get 2 families on there. And just limit their workspace to over here. And of course, we should also be using a forester's hut here to help rejuvenate the space where we are just cutting down all of these trees. So I think a little path there is good. And then we can make a forester's hut just at the end. Don't have a family to build it, so we'll take one off of that. It's just good to keep an eye on. So, for example, our berries are extremely low. I'm going to wait for that effectively to just hit 0 because at the moment it's not growing. Once it's fully grown, then that's all you get. So as soon as that ticks down to 0, we can take someone off the berries and move them over to something else. Well, actually, that's perfect timing because we can take them off of the berries and take them over to the forester's hut. And this storage is full. So I'm going to take someone extra onto the storehouse. And maybe one of the first things we do is actually upgrade this storehouse. I think we can probably manage and instead build. I really would prefer the manor first, I think. Maybe in this central area would be nice. Or maybe if we cut some trees down, we can have it here. But somewhere fairly central is probably good. Because we will want to build maybe walls around it. I think somewhere in a nice semi-defensive spot. Let's have a look. So that's definitely uphill, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that.
Come on.
Well, I think we can... That's quite a nice view, actually. Let's go into character mode. Or visit mode. We can walk down here. So that's our lovely little, tiny little village. Yeah, so if we exit that, I think, firstly, let's turn off these ambient voice lines, or maybe they're command voice lines. I think at the top is a nice spot. So let's build it maybe facing that way. I mean, I don't think the direction particularly matters, but let's commit to that for now. And we'll get that built. And then we also want to keep in mind that we want to build a church. So we've got plenty of, the perfect amount of planks actually. Just need more logs. And I want to make sure this work area is specifically sort of in that direction. And we've got 9 families now, which is great. We're growing. And we've got a lot of goods coming in here quite quickly, which is nice. Get all that stone in there. And we need one more bit of timber that's coming in. And that should be quite quick, I'd say. So once that's built, I'm going to put more on the logging camp. And it's good to always have someone on the forester's hut because obviously these trees do take time to grow and mature. So it isn't something that you can just do and have immediate benefits of. So we have our manor built, which is awesome. So I'm going to put one more person on logging camp because we need a few more to upgrade our storehouse and to start the church. But let's have a look in our castle planner. What have we got? Well, we can build out walls and gates if we want to. So we could start building walls here and you get these little gates that go over the roads, which is really cool. That's quite cost intensive, so we're not going to do that yet. We have the outer tower, which gives us garrison space. So our retinue... sorry, that's not for the retinue. Garrison tower is for the retinue. That allows us to store some villagers in there and they can effectively shoot arrows and things at any enemies that are coming in. We have the garrison tower, which increases our retinue size by 12. It's 12 at the moment, so go up to 24. And the tax office, which is just cosmetic, and I'm not going to bother building that while it doesn't do anything. But the other thing on here is taxes, of course. So land tax. We want to start getting in some money into our treasury so that we can start using that for our, hiring mercenaries, hiring retinue. So I'm going to sit that at a nice flat 10%. Can't really see that 10% there, but it is there. And the tithe also gives extra food, but I think I'm just gonna maybe I'll set that at 5%. It's quite passive then, and we're doing fine for food and fuel at the moment, so I'm quite happy with that. Berries is obviously gone until the next season, so that's fine. I'm gonna keep someone on the stonecutter camp, and obviously we've got just enough planks. And we need one more timber for our church. And I think fairly central as well will be quite nice. Maybe on the King's Road. Maybe do it here. So we can have all these people who come visit. They can just pass our lovely church over here. Maybe there would be quite nice. So let's do that as the highest priority. And I think Let's take someone off here for now. And we can have that get built quite quickly. And that will fulfill this church level requirement. So we will have the option to then upgrade and get these to level 2 burgage plots. And I think next on my list, honestly, is going to be taking out this camp. So we have 20 people available, or 22 people available, but 20 with weapons. And we have our retinue, which we can customize here. So we can obviously upgrade them for a cost, but we're not going to do that yet. And we can recruit more members, which is also an extra cost. So we do want to grow this out. I think having 12, they are very strong units. An option also is if we go here and then we go to hire mercenaries, we can look at the potential for hiring other mercenaries to go take out those bandits for us. So the huntsmen, they are the brand new mercenary units with crossbows. Very, very expensive compared to the others, so I'm not going to go for those. I will probably look at brigands for hire just to take out that bandit camp because they're super cheap. And how are we doing on food, actually? So we've got a lot of berries. We've got a lot of meat. That's actually doing okay. Because we've got another camp down here, it is quite far away. I don't want to intrude too much on that. But we should utilize it, although it takes a bit more to get there. But I think it's probably okay for now. So to upgrade to the next level and get another development point, we need 2 level 2 burgage plots, which we should be able to get to quickly. We just need more timber. The other option, which I think I might go for very soon, is just build another logging camp. I think I might just build one out here. And essentially just get all of this, take all of this, these logs out. I mean, we could even build it much further in, to be honest. I think I will build it quite far in. You will need to uproot some trees and things to complete it, but I think it's worth it. So let's get that built as well. That's going to be low priority compared to the church. We still have someone on the stonecutter camp. I just want this gone. You know, we've got all of this. As soon as that is gone, we can get rid of this because there's no more in this region that we need. Going to be gone quite quickly as well. I will actually wait until all of the stone is removed from the stonecutter camp before I get rid of it entirely. And yep, things are slowly moving over to the church. And at this point, if a new family wants to move in, we don't have any space for them. So that is going to be quite important for us to make sure we have extra space. So as long as we don't intrude on this here, I think I'm going to build another house here. Gee, let's not have it too wide. I think there is a good spot for another house. So we can have that as medium priority. That is high priority, and that is highest. So we definitely need the logs coming in. Stonecutter camp is almost done. Berries are still out of action. The wild animal deposit, I'm going to take someone off of that and let it rejuvenate because it shouldn't be that low. I've put it down to 8. So let's take someone off of that. All these guys can help things getting built. I think overall happiness is pretty good. These guys are lacking food. So maybe another person on the granary would be useful to help distribute. And obviously things like berries won't come online for a while. not berries, sorry, things like these veggie patches. They need time to grow and then to harvest them, and that's not going to come online for a bit, which is why we've got no vegetables in there. So that's why it's good to do them very early, if you're ready for your sort of second season. And I'm also well placed when berries start growing again to start gathering them as they are growing, which I think is also very important. So we've also got no stone left here now. So can take someone off this stone camp. This is definitely going to need an upgrade soon. I forgot that I mentioned that. We don't actually have the planks for it right now. But we're trying to build a lot of things at once. So let's just wait for the church and then the logging camp. There you go. This lovely church that we've got. What a lovely backdrop. Let's go into visit mode and see. If you press shift, you can sort of run a little bit. This is our magical church. Interesting door design there.
Keep your hearth warm and your home cozy.
Ah, not bad. Not bad construction. I would like there to be some variation in the designs. For example, maybe different regions have different designs, or I don't know. I think it'd be quite interesting to have just a little bit of visual variation. But I like this with the backdrop. You've got like a little path out the back. I really like that. And then, you know, the trees look so nice at the moment. I like how the trees change seasonally as well. I think that's a great touch. So we've got lots of things being built right now. We've got this extra house. I could probably do with another oxen at some point as well. So these are ready to and available to upgrade, but I'm not going to upgrade them just yet. I really want to upgrade the storehouse first. I think that's going to be important, so we're not lacking in space. I think the granary is actually okay because we haven't got loads of food. So let's get someone on the saw pit so we have enough planks. I always find with planks, they suddenly, you have loads of them. You think, oh yeah, I'm just going to make 10. And then you look again and you have like 50 or something. That has happened to me far too often. But it does depend, I think, how quickly they can get the logs in the saw pit. Like there's no timber storage here, for example. I don't know why someone isn't using this oxen here. Maybe we can get someone to guide that to the right place. So we still only have 5 planks. I think because our timber is being used for all of this other construction. So this logging camp is available now. So we'll get someone on that. I think, do you want to keep that there? I think I might move that to somewhere. There feels a bit more natural. And I think this, where's it gone? Other hitching posts. It's quite hard to see, isn't it, in winter? That hitching post. I think upgrading that to a small stable would be good. And then we can order another oxen when we have the funds. So we're running fairly low on food. But we'll get back on the wild animals. I think that will be fine. I don't mind them stealing hides. That's the least of my concerns, to be honest. I think I'll take someone off this logging camp and take the livestock off and switch that over to here. And there we go. We've got 20 planks already. That's more than enough, I think. And might be a little bit disruptive in the short term, but I think getting this upgraded to large would be very useful. So, and then we're basically ready to start upgrading things to higher level burgage plots. And we have enough timber, actually. I think once this is upgraded, I think we'll upgrade these to some nice level 2s. It's a really nice sort of winter aesthetic, isn't it? I love the sort of, you can see the mist in the background. Sometimes you just need to take a moment to appreciate the sort of finer details in this game. Like visually, that just looks so nice. Stunning, really. So let's fast forward this a tiny bit. And we have another family moving in. Let's expand. Well, I'm not going to expand that living space yet, actually, because what we want to do is start getting these to level 2 burgage plots. There we go. Ooh, I thought it was done. Not quite. Where's the ox? There it is. Final log. Last upgrade. There we go. Loads of storage. It's quite crazy, actually. You go from 200 to 2,500 as your first upgrade. And that is just so much space. I don't think I'll need to upgrade that. Or I'll probably build another one and then upgrade it. But that buys us so much time and options. It's really good. And what we can do is then obviously start upgrading these, which means we can start getting some taxes in, which is very useful. And then we can start building this back up again, and we can start turning these into some backyard extensions when we have some cash. I think probably some more vegetable gardens might be good because our food supply is dwindling, to be honest, right now. We have 5 months worth of food. Definitely need more berries coming in next season. And obviously, because we're not farming yet, we're quite limited and we don't have these online. So I think the next couple of years will be maybe a little bit tight, but probably fine. General happiness is great. Look at this. It's all positives. People are happy they got the church. They've got these requirements. Let's get these upgraded. See how long it takes them to do this. It's cool to see them actually using the well as well. It's not just there to meet the requirement. It actually has some function. I have 1 unassigned oxen. So how are we doing for... So we've got quite a lot of timber now, I think. I think I'll take someone off of that. I mean, the other option that we haven't utilized yet is this whole other herd of animals that we have over here moving around. We haven't even started hunting them yet. So I think let's at least build the hunter's camp. And that's quite a nice natural line here towards this camp. Maybe we can have these roads slightly adjoining as well. I mean, that camp is going to be lower priority. And we have our first level 2 burgage plot right here. Oh, those gardens are massive, aren't they? That's great. And now you can see we have additional requirements. So we have a tavern supply, which obviously we're not going to be able to meet yet. We have another level 2 church, which is going to be quite costly to upgrade as well. We need more food variety, so we absolutely need to get these vegetables going. And we have to make some shoes, clothes, or cloaks to meet the next requirement. So I think having one of these as a cobbler's shop is going to be important because we're getting a lot of leather at the moment, but we could be using it better, I think. Let's have someone on the tannery as well to make use of that. Hopefully get that upgraded quite soon as well. Oh, they built this hunter's camp first? That's very surprising. Okay. So obviously this camp only has 20 available compared to this rich deposit of 40. So we will deplete that a lot quicker. But the limit is set to, I'm going to set that one to 9. Really don't want to risk losing any of these. So apparently there are some bandits nearby. I wonder if they are going for those. Well, we have to prepare for an attack by some raiders. We have 365 days notice, so it's very nice of them. But I think we'll be prepared. We've got a lot done already in this second episode of this brand new Manor Lords Let's Play series. I'm really excited to keep this going. As I said, I'm going to try and keep the episodes a little bit shorter in this one. I think already half an hour is quite a lot. So thank you so much for watching. If you do want to see more in this series, please do subscribe to the channel. Drop some comments and let me know what you want to see. If you've got any feedback, I'd love to hear it. How are you finding Manor Lords? What do you think about the patch? All of those things, I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And as always, see you in the next one.